You want about a fist from your face.
There you go.
There you go. Do it again for the camera.
Oh. Or did you throw it at a light bulb last night at a show? I don't need to.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Light bulb defect, huh?
Was it plastic or was it glass?
No, it was a real light bulb.
What are you into?
We were just fucking around. You know, he's all. They were pretending like it was a mic. I'm all. He's all. I'm all.
No, okay, we gotta save that, and we also you gotta retell that story about you hitting that truck too. So I hope you don't mind telling it twice.
It's all on record.
All right, we're hot on all. All right, saddle up, Puckaroo.
Let's do this.
You know what? You gotta wear the headphones.
Oh shit! Do I really?
Yeah, man. This is podcast official, bro. This is the way.
This is the way. But it looks hella dumb.
All right, and today I have the, you might say the privilege to introduce you, the legendary, one and only, Trevor. Trevor?
How's it going?
So, I want to know how you're doing.
Doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, things are good.
We saw, I saw you brought some goodies here.
Of course. So I brought you one of each flavor of my Druid sauce, the blueberry habanero, the garlic verde, and the classic orange. If anybody is familiar with the South Bay at all, for like La Vic and or iguanas, my orange sauce is better than both of those places. And then I also brought you some of my smoked bison chili with wild boar bacon in it.
Woo-wee. Wild boar bacon, huh?
Yes, sir.
Shit. Yeah, actually, I've had these sauces. This one, I run out of always the first because I have it every day for breakfast.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great on eggs.
Yeah, and especially like the eggs, fresh chicken eggs.
Right.
Which you just experienced recently.
Well, I have them in the fridge. I have not cracked one open yet, but I'm going to.
So the thing about those is you want to make sure that when you crack it open, be very, very deliberate about that because those shells are a lot thicker than the
Store-bought?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, and those yolks will stay together a lot better. So
Nice.
you won't look back, I'll tell you. Maybe we'll give you some to take home too.
I already have 2 dozen, but I'll take more. I don't care.
2 dozen? You got to eat 2 a day.
Right?
Like Gaston.
There you go.
So I saw that you brought Athena today. We'll put Athena on the on there in a little bit. Show some footage.
Yeah, that's my baby.
How you like it?
I love it.
So it's a 67?
65
65.
with a 289 high performance engine in it. It's got headers, aluminum intake. So, the horsepower has already been boosted.
And it's also a 5-speed.
It is also
which is the
5-speed.
real fun.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. I honestly I really kind of wish my Camaro was a 5-speed or an any speed, just
Instead of an automatic.
Yeah. It's an automatic, and it's like they're better for, drag racing off of because you can't out launch and outshift an automatic, but just the
Oh, yeah, I can.
Oh, no, you can't.
Oh, yeah, I can.
I don't know.
Oh, yes, I can.
Drew, let's fact check. Can we fact check?
I mean, we can go race right now.
We sure can. This one has been built for drag racing.
Yeah.
It's got super low gears. I can trip him in the first 3 gears. I can spin the tires, and I can probably go from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds in that thing.
We got to take you to the track.
Yeah. So, yeah.
You need a helmet.
She's a beast.
Yeah. We'll get a couple people together and we'll make it. Well, we got to plan a track trip.
Yeah.
Because, that's when the rubber meets the road, quite literally.
Exactly.
And then, mine right now, it's not gonna win any races built like it is. The carburetor is such shit on it. It's just terrible, So, once I get a new carburetor and I fix the timing and, tune it up, I got to fix that carburetor. That's the number one. Sometimes when I go to start it, I got to use some starter fluid, And It's like, I hate doing that,
I remember when that thing was bare.
Yeah.
Nothing but the frame.
Yeah. I had just uninstalled the cats that lived in it. Right. If you can remember that.
Yeah. So.
God, yeah. What made you want to get it?
Well, I gave my daughter my Mazda CX-5 for her Sweet 16. And I've always wanted a Mustang, especially a classic one. So I'm like, well, you know what? And give my daughter the reliable one. So I'm going to go ahead and buy what I want to buy.
About time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there she is. I love her.
Man, yeah, I like when I heard it pull up, it was like it means business.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she don't fuck around. She does not fuck around at all.
I noticed there's a tiny bit of there's a tiny little blemish on there. What happened there?
So the one little blemish, so at my house, my driveway is probably a good 10-degree angle. Mm-hmm. And my brother-in-law was parked behind me in his brand new Ram 1500. And, she's a manual. So
Sure.
you get a little bit of rollback when you're going to take off. And I got a little bit of rollback, probably backed into him about, 2 miles an hour, destroyed his bumper. Huge crease. The only thing that happened to the Mustang was a little bit of a paint got chipped off. That was it. And he was super mad. And I'm like, bro, relax. It's fine. I got insurance. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? But it's just funny because, good old classic cars like that, pure steel, all these new cars, they're like paper, so.
Yeah, I mean, even like a Ram, like a 3/4 ton Ram, huh? Just that bumper
just destroyed the bumper. He's like, this is a chrome bumper. I'm like, no, it's not. That thing is made with bubble gum and duct tape and a wish. Like,
wow.
Come on, bro. Like, there's no way in hell that I should have just creased his bumper like that by just barely backing into it with the car.
God.
So whatever, it's fine.
So he flipped out. He's mad. He left.
He's over it though. He's over it. But yeah, he was at that moment. He was super mad.
You're smoking a turkey, huh?
Yeah, I was smoking a turkey at the time. Had everybody over, a house full of people, and yeah, my little sister ran in. She's like, "Oh my God, Trevor just ran into your truck." And he's like, "Wow!" And just like, bro, relax, homeboy. You know what I mean? It's fine, bro. You know what I mean? Whatever. It is what it is.
I mean, you can't get. It's not like you were shit faced and you like were doing donuts in the court or something, and you sideswiped him. It's just it happens.
It happens.
And like. Yeah. Don't park that close next time.
You know what I mean? Like, give motherfuckers some room.
Yeah. There's physics. There's physics involved here.
I tell people when I'm driving in the city in the Mustang all the time, I always put my finger up and I'm like, don't get too close.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get ran into. Because there's always,
You take this to the city?
Very seldomly do I ever. So I bought a commuter because I refuse to drive my Mustang to the city or Oakland or anything like that.
Right.
Because I'm not worried about it getting broke into. I'm worried about it not being there anymore.
Yeah, just straight up stolen.
Oh, yeah, because it's a 65 Mustang, brother. Like, it's nothing to hotwire this thing and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I remember, so you bought a commuter. That's the one I test drove for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty good mileage on that, huh? With like 35 miles a gallon. Was it a Mazda?
Mazda 3, 2013. That thing gets great gas mileage. I love Mazdas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm a Ford guy because I have a Mustang. And then
it's okay. We won't hold that against you.
Well, I know you won't. But when Ford bought Mazda, it just improved the whole line. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So I'm kind of keeping it in the family, so to speak.
Nice.
Yeah. I can't help but be a Ford guy. My dad was a Ford guy. I learned how to drive in a 65 Falcon Ranchero, 4-speed. 302, 289 heads. Thing was fucking fast. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite thing to do with Fords is put a Chevy motor in them. I would never do that to a Mustang.
For shame.
I would never do that to a Mustang, though. I would never. My grandma actually she had a 64 and a half that she bought brand new, and she had it till she was 101.
Yeah.
Yeah,
never. No. Don't ever do that, bro. It's so sacrilegious.
I won't do it with a Mustang. But you know, like my grandpa had a 32 Ford Roadster, right? And has a 350 in it. You know, like that kind of era, like before, you know, because Chevy 350s go in everything, you know, and like those kind of old school hot rods, it's just what they do, you know, a lot of the time.
You just put 351 in it. You don't have to do all that Chevy
350 womp, womp, 350 womp.
Or you put a 427 in it, even better.
Chevy's got 427s too, though.
You know what I mean? My dad had a 72 F-150 that he put a 429 in, and he used to drag race that thing.
Yeah, we had a boat with one of those in it.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, my dad sunk it. Yeah. I think he only sunk it once though. He only sunk it once, but we did have one that was
Like Chevy motors are good for boats.
yeah. We also had one that was like a 502 or something, and he had sunk that one a couple times. You don't think you
How do you sink something?
right? You don't think
Right.
usually you don't think you can sink something more than once, but yeah, he sunk it, and then it was in
Only your
Clear Lake,
dad.
and then they dredged it up,
Oh my God, what the fuck?
and like they patched it up and towed it back to shore so we could fix it. Took it out, good. Took it out a couple more times. He sunk it again because it's a flat bottom, and so if you kind of turn in, it'll take on water. If you because you're sitting,
Yeah, you're already
basically-
right there, yeah.
Yeah, the water line is here, right? And so if you get a little squirrely, and if you just kind of hot rod around on the water, number one, yeah, it's gonna take on water. But number two, if you fall out, it's just gonna feel like cement.
Right?
So
Yeah, I think every single ski boat my dad ever had a Chevy engine on the back of it. And he would always put the 350s on the back of his
yeah.
ski boats.
I mean, I give-
because and then if he sunk it, he didn't care because it was a Chevy.
You son of a bitch. I give Fords a lot of shit, but there are some really fast ones. Like I would buy an 03, 04 Cobra, one of those that is like the Terminator years.
Right. So the funny thing about my paint, so you look at it and you think it's black.
No, there's a hue in there.
It's actually metallic green.
Yeah.
And when the sun hits it, you can see the green and all the metallic flakes on it. So the color that my Mustang is right now is an actual original Ford color, and it was the color that when they reintroduced the Cobra, that was one of the colors that you got on the Cobra.
Oh,
back
really?
In 2000, and I can't remember what year it was, but yeah.
Oh, it was when they did like the Shelby Cobras.
Yes, when they reintroduced that model, the color that's on the Mustang right now is the color that came with that.
Right. Yeah, it looks like that.
So
I could tell the green metallic from when you pulled up, but you can't see it in here.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
It looks black as shit.
Yeah, no, I like that though. It's definitely hard to paint match,
Yeah.
but it's like I like that kind of like where it has a different color in the sun. It just. I had a Camaro like that. It was the Mystic teal ones that kind of like look blue and then they look green and purple. And,
Okay, I remember when all that paint started coming out, where it was all like a chameleon kind of thing. You're
yeah, like early 2000s. Yeah, it was bitching. It was the bitch.
Yeah, that was the shit back in the day.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hella cool.
Did you just work a show?
I did last night. We did a benefit show for Sean Boyles, who tragically passed not too long ago.
Who did the show?
So it was He Who Greets with Fire, which is Jimmy Arsenault and Stephen Lynch's new band with Phil Toole and Dan Lawson on bass. And the Angerhead came back together and reformed for this benefit show. And then there was a cover band at the end with Harold Omian from MOD and Dylan Waltz. So they've both been in the scene for a long time. So they got a pretty good little cover band. And there's some comedians that opened up. It was nice. It was all the money went to his family, obviously because they're going through it right now. Mm-hmm. And it was just a good way to celebrate his life and get everybody together for somebody that meant so much to the Bay Area music scene.
Do you have kids?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's kind of like, there's a lot of people that are like going now, and it's just like,
Like, you never know. That's why I take so many pictures and selfies, and I hug everybody that I love. And I'm not the best at like calling or texting or reaching out. That's just the way, whatever. Me and my dad were always like that. So, but just because I don't reach out all the time doesn't mean that I don't love you. As far as my friends and family are concerned, which is, you and CJ and my nieces, obviously. But you just never know when your time is going to come. So live hard, love hard, and love often. And whenever you see people that you generally care about, never miss the opportunity to give them a hug, take a picture, and create memories with them.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons I do this. Once you're on YouTube, you're there forever.
Right? The internet is definitely forever.
Yeah.
That's why I shut down my OnlyFans.
I actually, funny. So my grandpa passed away maybe a week or two ago, and we were actually doing a podcast together. We only did like one episode, but I was able to take that audio and create like an AI voice model.
Oh, nice.
Of him, so it's kind of like technology's weird like that. It's just it allows you to do things that you like wouldn't have thought of being able to do like, even 5 years ago.
Right.
And it's just, I mean, one step away from being able to do it with holograms.
Yeah. I mean, they're already doing it. So.
Well, the Michael Jackson one didn't fool anyone.
Right.
I'm waiting for for them to do it with like Biggie and Tupac.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
Maybe right after Diddy's trial.
Yeah, right after Diddy goes away.
Yeah.
After he hangs himself.
Yeah, right?
Quote unquote.
I mean, it sounds like he's doing the same kind of like an Epstein thing.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Dude's a piece of shit.
I mean, who's next? Because that can't be all. And when Epstein got caught, I was like, this can't be it.
No, it's not it. And have you seen the Cat Williams interview with Shannon Sharp?
Oh, yeah.
He called everybody out.
Yeah, he really called Joe Rogan out, too, for no reason, really.
Well, I mean, yeah, but, whatever. Like Joe don't care.
Yeah, it wasn't really him. It was like a couple of the comedians.
Yeah, so it wasn't really like all about, it wasn't really Joe Rogan himself. It's just Cat didn't pull any punches, and he's like, like, all these motherfuckers are dirty as shit. You're popular because you like to suck dick. Even if you don't like to suck dick, you had to suck a dick to get big. And I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? And everybody's super mad about it because he doesn't give a fuck. They already blackballed him. He don't care.
Yeah, but with this, he came out and it's like now he's probably the more popular he's ever been.
Yeah.
And
good
so
for
like
him. Because fuck everybody.
Yeah, but it's it's such that's such like a mic drop moment.
Oh, totally, 100%.
Just outing, almost like what Jose Canseco did with baseball. Like, I'm going to retire, and by the way, I'm going to write this book and fuck everybody.
Yeah, everybody's juicing. Everybody's doing everything.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers ain't special.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, maybe, I don't know, maybe Cat Williams is now where he's working on a tour, because now he's going to sell out arenas.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he was already selling out arenas. You know what I mean? And then, since he refused to bow down... That's my porn fucking notification, by the way.
Nice.
It rings every
New
time
drop.
my girl.
Yeah,
every time my girl texts me, and it drops. So
Nice.
She's my little porn star. But
Bless her heart.
bless her heart. But yeah, I mean, it's like, if you're not going to bow down to the elites in whatever industry you're in, music, comedy, film, doesn't matter, politics, then they're going to do what they need to do to try to keep you quiet. But if they can't keep you quiet, then all of a sudden they're like, ugh! And people are starting to wake up to that shit nowadays, finally.
Yeah.
I mean, like not the woke generation, like all these fucking weirdos out here. I'm woke. No, you're a fucking moron. You know what I mean? Like no, motherfuckers that are actually awake see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I mean,
with
I've
this
been awake
world.
since 7 o'clock this morning because Ruby.
Yeah. Right?
So I've been awake.
I've also been awake since 7 o'clock, and I didn't get home till 2.
God, why 7?
That my body just wakes me up early, brother. You know what I mean? I get up at 4:30 every morning to go to
Trevor.
work, so I can't. Like, sleeping in for me is like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Like, I can go to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be all wake up. I'm like, God damn it, it's only 8 o'clock. This is some bullshit. So,
God.
whatever. Old people shit.
Oh God. So you are Native American.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to get your opinion because this is kind of like a going back and forth. And the Redskins, they changed their name
Which is bullshit.
to the Washington Football Team, which was, I thought, a great name, to be honest.
Then to the Commanders.
Then to the Commanders, which is such bullshit because how many Commanders do you need on the field?
So, first of all, for anybody watching that doesn't realize or understand the history behind the Redskins, the mascot that they used to have on their helmets.
Yeah, the logo.
Right, is an actual chief.
Chief White something, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what that is.
And the whole thing is they called their team the Redskins to support and
They're kind of like paying homage to it.
they were paying homage to it. So originally the whole team had Native Americans as part owners. You know what I mean? So they were honoring that history with their logo, with their name and everything. So there was just a couple of, again, woke Native Americans that were like, this is racist. This is bullshit. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Probably a lot of dumb white folks too,
Well,
with their hearts in the right
usually
places.
anything having to do with any kind of ethnic, anything getting shut down, it's usually a white person behind it. And it's like, bro, that's not even your shit. Shut up, bro. Like, why are you offended for me? You know what I mean? I'm not offended. You know what I mean? Like,
We've got plenty of offense to go around.
yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, half of me has done plenty, and the other half is like, shut the fuck up, because because I'm a half breed. So it's like, bro, come on now.
Like Cher.
You know what I mean? No,
Cher? Wasn't she? Didn't you have a song that went like that?
she had a song, but she's not.
Oh, she's not.
No, bro.
She just wore the headdress really good.
Really good. Yeah, I'm not mad about that at all.
It doesn't say his name anywhere, huh?
So yeah, but so there's actually they're actually lobbying right now for the Redskins to go back to the Redskins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Native American tribe that is associated with them is like, bruh.
I mean, why?
You know, because like as far as they're concerned, as far as I'm concerned, and I've already argued with my mom a lot about this because she's super weird about
White calf.
the native stuff.
Oh, Chief White Calf?
So she was all for it, and I tried to tell her like the history behind it, and to not be so sensitive about shit. So, and now they're actually trying to get the Redskin name back onto it because it's honoring Native Americans.
Right.
It's not a derogatory term. You know what I mean? So, I mean, even the high school that I went to in Spokane, Washington, we were the North Central Indians, and they just changed the logo to the wolves.
Oh, really? They didn't.
Because Indians is,
Well, why couldn't they just change the logo to like some guy with like the dot on his head?
well, I know, right? Well, you know, 7-Eleven or Feather, what do you want to do?
Maybe it's from the Bollywood Bollywood crowd.
You know what I mean?
You know, could still
You know,
be.
a little Slurpee in his hand.
Was it Chief
Yeah,
White
you
Calf?
guys can go ahead and cancel me. It's fine.
You're uncancelable, Trevor. You know that. You're timeless specimen.
Right.
What was it? Chief White Calf? Was that what it was?
Chief White Calf.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it was.
A Blackfeet chief named White Calf.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it was they were honoring him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like putting it out to the public, like here's a huge, National Football League team that is honoring Native Americans.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they were like one of the first teams, weren't they?
They, I don't know if the Braves were before them.
No, I mean like not just first any teams for
Like
to
a-
use Native Americans, but I mean like first NFL teams.
They were the first NFL team, correct? And yeah, they're not the first professional sports team to do it, but they were the first, football team to do it.
Right, because the Chiefs kind of do it, and they've
Well, the Chiefs came after the Redskins.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then, then you had baseball, you had the Braves and the Indians. Mm-hmm. And they were way before.
And then hockey, you have the Blackhawks, the big Blackhawks.
What?
Big black cocks. Who doesn't love big black cocks?
Everyone in Chicago loves the Blackhawks. What we? Oh yeah, we're looking up to see if they were one of the first. Well, I know that also like the Packers and the Cardinals were the first, right? Because they were in. Maybe that was just the merger because it was Chiefs and Packers first. I think in the first Super Bowl.
But that was a long time ago. So even before the merger, I don't think the Chiefs came in until after the. I think the Redskins were already a team before the Chiefs were.
I'm pretty
a team.
sure they were. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, teams in the 1920, 1932 era.
Oh, here we go.
This is also Wikipedia.
The wiki. The sticky of the wiki.
Dayton Triangles.
The Dayton Triangles. What a terrible name.
The
Like
Columbus
The
Panhandlers.
Decatur Staleys.
The Rock Island Independence. What the fuck?
Rochester Jeffersons.
Akron Pros.
The Racine Legion.
Toledo Maroons.
That sounds like a cult. Racine Legion.
Kenosha.
Kenosha Maroons. Could be the Kenosha Kyles now.
The Kenosha Cunts.
The Kenosha Rittenhouses. The Kenosha ARs.
Give that man a gun.
Damn.
I went there.
You did. Shame on you.
Yeah, whatever.
We should I want to take a look at this I want to take a look at this car.
Okay. About 320 right now because of all the extras.
I want to make you say all this again. Save it for the pod!
The pod.
I'm also going to make you tell that story about LSD and the skunk again, too. So if you left anything out, think about it. Let me know when we're hot.
We're hot.
Oh, we're hot. Yeah. Dude, this is pretty sweet, though.
She's a little dirty.
I mean, dirty just as in literally dust.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, there's not oil spraying everywhere. There's not coolant all over the place. You know, this is a solid, solid motor. 289 high performance.
Yep.
Got the long tubes. Yep. Yeah, man.
That's why she sounds so weak. Electronic ignition and
Yeah, dude, this is a sweet ride. And it's 5-speed, That's the fun thing about it. Is just like, you just roll through the gears, because these didn't come with 4 speeds originally.
well, they came with 4 speeds.
Yeah, 4 speeds.
You had an option if it was the 6-cylinder, it came with a 3-speed automatic on the floor, or a 4-speed manual with the 289 or 302 in it.
Man, I'm glad you could finally join the club.
Right?
Good to have you here.
My baby.
Yeah, I mean, everything is done well, and it's just like, it's very professional. It's not like what my car would be, like it's very reliable. You get in there, it starts every time.
Yeah. I mean, I've already had, some stuff done to it. I had to rebuild the tranny and put in a new clutch because second gear is being weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
What was up with it?
it would
Popping
just
out?
it would either pop out or it wouldn't go in.
Oh.
So
Synchros?
So I just told my boy, fuck it, bro, just rebuild all the transmission, put a whole new clutch in. Okay. I'd rather just do everything You know what I mean? Then I don't got to worry about it.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So like one little thing is wrong, I just replace everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't got to worry about it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's that peace of mind, right? To where you can literally drive it from Santa Rosa to Sacramento and be good, you know?
Yeah, not even worry about it.
Yeah.
Except for the gas.
Oh, really? How is it on it? Because it's got to be better than mine.
I get 18 miles to the gallon on the freeway.
Well, that is way better than mine. But, you know,
And it's only because it's a 5-speed.
Yeah.
If it was just a straight 4-speed, maybe 14. 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds actually pretty good compared to what I get.
I mean, my dad's Ranchero, he had a 302 in it, and even with all the highway gears and racing pistons and everything into that thing, we got like 7 in the city and like maybe 14 on the highway.
Jeez.
In the Ranchero.
Yeah.
That thing was a beast, though.
Yeah, I mean, I had a neighbor with a Ranchero. Those are kind of like an El Camino.
Yeah, but better.
I just don't care for either one of them, to be honest. It's like half truck, half car. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know.
You know?
But I'm like, his was a Falcon Ranchero, so it had the Falcon body, but the Ranchero bed on it. So, if you can picture that.
Yeah, I know. I can picture it. It's cute looking.
Yeah, it was, but you know, he needed to put sway bars in the back because there was no fucking weight back there, and with as much power as he had from that engine.
Yeah, there really isn't a lot of weight in those. But I mean,
the whole back end would just be all.
Yeah, you gotta you definitely have to adjust for that.
But I dusted a souped up Honda off the line in that thing.
What kind of Honda?
I don't know, whatever those fucking rice guys like.
Usually it's just a K24.
K20.
Sierra Nevada and anal lube.
And we're back. Man, that's that clutch. You know, I was just talking to you about this, but I don't know when the last time was that I drove a stick. You know what I mean? Like all of my last Camaros have been stick, but I have not driven one for years at least.
Right.
Felt good though.
Well, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
It comes back to you pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean everybody's clutch is different.
Yeah.
You know, you got to feel that clutch, and it's just, God, I really do wish that maybe I'll get another one I'll get something else that's a stick.
Well, you know, you can always convert Bumblebee into a 4-speed.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be, so the goal wouldn't happen as easily because the goal is to make it a 10-second car with $10,000 budget, and I already have the transmission over. It's strapped to an office chair, but and of course that motor over there.
Yeah.
So with that plus a turbo and a couple suspension things and fuel upgrades.
So I want to put a Coyote motor in this one.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's a sweet swap.
Yeah.
Those motors are good. They're no joke.
Fucking fast as fuck. So I mean, right now the 289 that I have in it is a 4.7 liter. If I do the Coyote motor, it'll be 5.0. Mm-hmm. But it'll jump my horsepower by 200.
Oh yeah,
easily, just right out the gate. And I already talked to my buddy, and we would have to literally build a frame in the engine compartment to hold the Coyote motor in place so it doesn't twist my fucking car like a pretzel.
You see
because the torque and the power from the Coyote motor in my little bitty 65 Mustang, you know, it just whoop. You know, so.
Man. I mean, well, that's kind of, these Mustangs are kind of weak in the body.
No, they're not weak in the body, you son of a bitch. That's a lot of fucking, that's a lot of power. That's a lot of power, bud.
And not as much steel as old Camaro. Yeah. You know? I just,
yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to fucking, you know, reinforce the Camaro too if you're trying to get a 10-second car out of that thing.
Oh, I will.
You know,
but
what I mean? It's not even the horsepower; it's the torque. that'll do it.
The frame itself. So I'll put subframe connectors in there, and I'm getting a new rear end. That's basically what all the money's going to go to is the rear end. Half of it's probably going to go straight to a rear end.
Put a 9.0 in there or what?
9-inch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ford has good rear ends. Chevy has good motors. That's just the way it is.
Guess what I got in that one?
It's a 9-inch.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Best rear end ever, baby.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, 9-inch. I have to call a spade, right? And
Right.
just the GM 10 bolts are just not that great. GM 12 bolts also not that great.
Garbage.
And it's when you get up to like when they use Dana 60s, then you're talking. Now you're talking. But
nothing will ever beat.
but you can't fit that in a Camaro.
But I mean, nothing will ever beat a fucking 9-inch ever.
No, it's true.
Ever.
No, it's true. They're great, and
It's
that's
literally
what
the
I'll
best. It's like the best rear end ever. Mm-hmm. And so.
Yeah, I mean, I won't discount that. That's for sure. But the reason, Chevy motors are easy to swap. Like all I need to do to swap the motor itself, because it'll fit right in there, is to just get 2 clamshell mounts, because that's how Chevy mounts their motors. It's super. That's why people always put Chevy motors in things, because they're so easy, so versatile.
Right.
And the cam and block design is pretty much unchanged for, half of a century. A little more actually, but I'll have to do that. But the modification they have to do is when I put the transmission in there, because that's a huge transmission. It's a 4L80E. So it's out of a 2500 Silverado. So I have to cut the tunnel to fit that thing in there, and then weld new metal, so it'll have a big
Or
bump.
you might as well put an L3 in there then.
What, an LS3?
And then just take an L3 and put that bad boy in there.
Like a transmission?
No, the engine, bro.
The LS3, you mean?
Whatever it is, yeah.
Well, this is going to be... So the LS3 is
Like
a lot more...
6.4 liter fucking...
The LS3 is a lot more money, though. Well, that's a lot more money. And if you can't notice, I already have the engine over there.
I know.
So, yeah, this is a budget build. That's a $10,000 motor in itself,
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, I want to do coilovers throughout the car because it still has all the original.
Yeah.
So I want to do the coilovers, which will help a lot with handling.
Yeah, you won't look back after that.
Yeah, do the power steering, and then because I'm not going to put anything more powerful than what's already in it until I do all new suspension, coilovers throughout the whole car.
Yeah, I mean,
The power
also
steering.
front clip, like the A-arms, the pannered rod for the back. It's, all that stuff. Or you have leafs? You're gonna go coilovers though.
Yeah, I have leafs right now, yeah. But I'm going to go coilovers throughout.
Yeah, so when you get rid of those leaves, save them. Don't get rid of them. Bring them over here. Because my wife is, she's getting that she shed in the back. Mm-hmm. And she's looking at forges. She wants to start forging.
Oh, nice.
So
she can forge that, yeah.
She could make you a fucking sword out of one of your leaf springs.
That'd be sick as fuck.
Yeah, just like the hilt could be like a Ford emblem.
That'd be badass. Because
she's gonna make one for me, and the hilt's gonna be a Chevy emblem.
There you go.
Just the bow tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, yeah, that's because I plan to. I plan to get rid of the leaves as well.
break there. Sorry, boys.
You gotta take a porn break every once in a while. But yeah, so suspension, rear end, that's basically where the money's gonna go, because I'm not gonna change anything out. Really, the interior is the interior right now. It's a car right now. It's drivable. I could take my daughter to the movies in it.
Yeah.
Pick her up from school, that kind of thing. It's not something right now that I'm ready and willing to drive cross country or drive an hour or so. Because number one, because of the tires, they're these are new tires. Mine are still the ones that it came with. They're all rubber.
Oh, okay.
No metal in them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
Yeah, you don't want to be driving that.
even
around.
on even going in the suspension, obviously even going over there when I'm going 40 on this road out here feels like I'm going 95.
Damn.
Because it's just whoa.
Yeah, and I've taken Athena up to about 120 on the freeway. It still rides pretty good.
Yeah, comfortable because it's 5-speed. You could just cruise at 3,000 RPMs when you're up there, huh?
Yeah, so
Even with your gears.
Yeah, in fifth gear, over 100 miles an hour, I'm at $3,000. Mm-hmm. I don't ever get over $3,000, no matter how much I fucking push it.
Really?
But I've only pushed her up to about 120, and I'm like, let me back up before I get a ticket. You know what I mean?
You don't wind it out when you power shift that? See how?
Well,
Did you chirped? You must have.
So the other day, so the only reason why I know I can go from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds is because I pulled over on the freeway coming off of the Richmond Bridge, and the only little turnout there because I had to take a piss, right? So whatever. So got out.
We'll edit this out.
And then, yeah, no, you won't. So get back in the Mustang, and there's a semi and a bunch of other cars coming behind me. I'm like, well, I got to get going. So I just dumped it. Whop, 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 and I just speed shifted all the way up to fourth gear. And I was already at 70 miles an hour like that. Definitely under 4 seconds. It was just boom.
Yeah, you had to be winding the gears out though. You had to be over 3. For sure.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no, I was definitely redlining
Tack
every
that
single
shit
gear.
out.
Yeah. You know,
It's fun.
I know what to do.
That's fun where you have to go fast now. You have to.
Yeah.
You know, for safety, you have to go fast.
Yeah, for safety reasons.
You know? God.
You know what I mean? Like that, but like with this one right here, like even if I'm not trying, I'll smoke the tires sometimes. Like if I'm on a hill or just, I'm at a stoplight and I'll just dump it. Next thing you know, I'm just.
Well, especially because your clutch is pretty deep. It engages pretty deep, you know? So it's so there's a fine line between going easy and spinning the tires.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like that's just the nature of the car, you know? Yeah. You were telling me when we were talking about the car, you were telling me about a skunk incident that was this recent?
Oh no.
Oh, it wasn't recent. Okay.
This was like when I was like 15 years old. So living in Spokane, Washington, 15. Used to eat a lot of LSD back in the day. So
does a body good.
It does do a body good. Does mine really well as well. So me and 2 of my buddies ate a bunch of acid. And we're just like tripping around town. And I'm like, hey, let's go to my house and take some bong hits real quick. So my room was attached to the mud room in the back of the house. So I had my own door through the backyard. So I wouldn't have to wake up my dad. It was summertime. Dad has his window open. We did shower one buddy, which is kind of a dick move because he was fucking frying balls. And so we can go smoke without him, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as we get to the backyard, I hear this hiss, and then I feel all this like water hit my arm. I'm like, is it fucking raining? And then I smell it. I'm like, oh, fuck, skunk. Went all up in my dad's room. Me and my buddy took off running down the street, ripping our fucking shirts off and fucking get back to the house. And
that's nothing new for you, ripping your shirt off.
Oh, yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So get back to the house in the front yard, and my dad's spraying us both down with the hose and tells me to go get in the shower. Won't let my buddy into the house. Makes him walk his dumb ass back to his own house. It was like 5 blocks away. So by the time he got back, it was already so much in his skin, he had to do the whole tomato sauce thing to get rid of the smell. I jumped right in the shower, done. No more smell because I got it so fast, which is awesome. My dad was super mad though. Yeah. Not that we were frying on acid, but the fact that a fucking skunk smell got into the house and his window was open, so it was all in his room.
I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah. He's like, God damn it. You know what I mean? He's like, so how was it getting sprayed while you're on acid? I'm like, it fucking sucked. You know what I mean?
God, did you sober up right away, or was it like you're still frying?
I was still frying balls. You know what I mean? And so, that wasn't anywhere near as bad as when I went to the dentist on LSD when I was like 14.
Oh, you got it. Don't end it there, Trevor.
All right.
Don't stop it there.
Okay, this is like probably one of my favorite stories to ever tell in my life. So me and my buddy Fry and Brian, right? We each that was his name, Fry and Brian. Rest in peace. God bless him. I fucking love that dude. So we dropped like 5 hits apiece, and we had just dropped, and my dad comes in like 5 minutes after we eat the acid. He's like, "You ready?" I'm all, "What are you fucking talking about?" He's like, your fucking dentist appointment is today. I'm like, oh, fuck, God damn it. I'm like, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Let's go. I'm like, can my boy stay here? He's like, yeah, Brian's good. I'm like, all right. So get to the dentist's office. As soon as I get into the fucking, into the room so I can get my teeth clean and all that bullshit, the fucking acid kicks in. I'm like, oh, all right. So, you know, they have that water pick that they use to fucking clean your shit. Dentist's like, I'll be right back. I gotta go, whatever the fuck they do. So I'm taking the water pick and I'm fucking, as it's kicking in, I'm laughing. Everything's fucking melting. I'm like squirting all the plants and shit in the fucking dentist's office with this water pick. And he walks in, he's like, what are you doing? I'm all, nothing. So the whole time he's working on me, I just had this huge shit-eating smile and I'm laughing. He's like, bro, stop laughing. I'm like, I can't stop laughing. So he does what he needs to do. I get my dad's 65 Falcon Ranchero and I light up a cigarette, but my lips are numb, so I can't feel the fucking filter. So I'm pushing my lips together as I take a drag and it's making me fucking laugh my ass off. And my dad, mind you, 6'6", hair down to the middle of his back, been there, done that. He looks at me, he's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, I'm all? And I just look at him with this fucking big old shit-eating grin. Fucking pupils are hella big. He's like, are you on fucking acid? I'm all, yeah. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, is your boy on acid? I'm all, yeah. He's like, we left him at home by himself. I've never seen my dad drive that fucking Ranchero so fast in my life.
You left your friend at your house? Frying?
Yeah. Well, I'm at the dentist frying balls. my dad's just like, fucking goddamn kids.
So he's thinking your friend's probably like shitting in a corner or something.
Yeah. You know, we just get back. He's just in my room listening to music, you know, hanging out, not even tripping.
God.
Yeah.
Didn't your dad didn't he work for, maybe he didn't, for like Steve Jobs or something?
So my dad used to work for Stanford, doing some top secret shit for a while. Worked in the robotics department at the University of Texas in Austin for a while. He had top secret clearance in the Navy because he would program all the ballistic computers on the ships. And so he would consult for Microsoft.
Oh, so Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Okay.
So he was consulting for Bill Gates for about a year. And Bill Gates himself went up to my father. So my dad was one of the founders of the internet. He helped invent the internet. So yeah.
What was his name? Let's look him up.
Dave Ewoldt.
Dave Ewoldt. You're gonna probably have to spell Ewoldt.
Ewoldt.
Oh, hold on.
So Bill Gates went up to my dad and said, hey, I want to give you your own department. You know what I mean? But I'm going to fire 10 people because you can do everything that they can do by yourself. We don't fucking need them if you're here.
Let's spell that last name again.
Ewoldt. And my dad literally told Bill Gates to his face, fuck you. Keep your fucking money. I'll never fucking work for you. You can pay me to consult, but I'm not going to fucking work for you. You're a piece of shit. And turned around and walked away.
And nobody knew back then that he really was.
You know what I mean? So like my dad already knew. You know, I mean, like my dad was the kind of guy. I remember one time. So yeah, so my dad became he ran for Senate in state Senate in Arizona.
Tucson, huh?
Yeah, he was he became a eco-psychologist after he got done with the tech industry.
Is that him?
Yep, that's my dad, right there. That's me, Papa. And
I like his beard better than yours.
well, yeah, duh.
It's more manly.
Yeah. You know, so one time in high school, I remember my dad. He's like, "Hey, I got to go do a job at IBM. All their servers went down. They don't know how to fix it." I'm like, "All right." Came back, my dad's chuckling. We sit down and take a couple bong hits, and I'm all, "What's so funny, Dad?" And I'm like, "You be gone for like fucking 5 hours." He's like, "Yeah." So this is, mind you, this is 1991. He's charging them $75 an hour to go fix their shit. IBM, for fuck's sakes. He fixed their issue in 30 minutes using a program that you get taught in Programming 101. I'm like, okay, so you're done in half an hour? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, what the fuck did you do for the other 4.5 hours? He's like, oh, I just fucking hacked into their shit and looked at all their top secret shit and fixed stuff that was fucked up and, went around and saw what they were working on. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's wrong. And so I just fucking fixed it for him real quick.
Free of charge.
Free of charge. And then just rolling around in their fucking top secret fucking shit. You know what I mean?
What a fucking guy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's my dad. He was awesome. Rest in peace. Yeah.
Damn, yeah, that's some next level shit. That's like today he'd probably be like a target.
Yeah,
know?
no, like if my dad was actually ever interested in being like Bill Gates or fucking Steve Jobs or like, you know what I mean? Like I would fucking have billions of dollars.
Well, sure, it's easy to sell your soul.
You know what I mean? But my dad was like, I don't fucking care about any of that. You know what I mean? Like I want to fucking help people. You know what I mean? And like, this is what I do. Let's see what we can do to make this shit work right. And then I don't even care if I make money. You know what I mean? But he was one to overcharge and clown high-end tech companies, you know what I mean? Like IBM or Bill Gates. And be like, yeah, I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. I know more than you. And you can eat a fucking dick. You know what I mean? So like, that's just how my dad was. God
well, if
bless
he ate
him.
a fucking dick, then he'd have to be a rapper, right?
Right. Shout out to P. Diddy, by the way.
Ouch. So tell us, speaking of P. Diddy and the music scene, so
Bro, am I on 95.7?
who did you so I know you put on that the benefit show not that long ago, but you said you did a couple shows. Tell us just kind of what you do and everything and who you've worked with all of them.
He's a lighting guy.
Yes, I am. I am probably
The lighting guy.
I am the lighting guy. I'm not, I don't know. I think I'm the best, but I'm probably not the best, but I think I'm probably the best lighting guy in the Bay Area. So my father played 5 instruments. He was a sound engineer. So I grew up in the music scene my whole life. And this is back in the day so my dad didn't believe in babysitters, so he would take me to all of the gigs. And back in the 80s, you could take your kid to the bar.
Hey, you smoke inside.
Yeah, and nobody cared, you know what I mean? And my dad didn't have to worry about anything because everybody at the bar turned into my babysitter, especially the women. So I grew up like that. And then when I was 16, I did a summer course at Washington State University and got a job in the theater department. And, excuse me, the guy that was running it...
We'll edit that out.
Thank you. The guy that was running it was actually used to do lighting for Pink Floyd back in the 60s. He was like their first lighting guy. And so the whole summer, all I did was just run cable, cut gels, focus lights. And then like the last month I was there, he let me start kind of playing around with the board. And he's like, wow, you have a really good knack for this. Like you have a good ear for music. Like you're naturally talented for doing lighting. Like, well, yeah, you know what I mean? Like my dad's a musician. I played sax for a number of years. I have that ear already. So that just kind of gave me the bug. And then when I came to California in 93, there was a local band in San Jose called Dead Neighbor. Shout out to Mike Gentry. Love you, brother. Gave me my first shot as a 18-year-old brat to do lights for them, and I just went from there. And so that's pretty much so like the way I do lighting is I let the music flow through me through my fingers, and it's like I'm playing the piano, but it's a lighting board. So every note that the band is hitting is going into the lights. And sometimes I'll follow the drums, sometimes I'll follow the bass, the chorus, you know what I mean? And, and then sometimes I just gotta rein myself in so it's not too much.
Right, you'd want to kind of upstage the band with
Well, you
people.
know, and sometimes some bands don't like a lot of flash. You know what I mean? They just want very minimal stuff, which is fine, you know. And like when I did the Misfits, they gave me their set list, and every single song had a different lighting cue.
Oh, I imagine, yeah, because
You know,
some
and
songs
bro-
they start slow.
But it's the fucking Misfits. Their songs are a minute and a half long, and they don't take a break between them. You know what I mean? So, like, good thing I fucking know their shit. You know?
So you're up there sweating.
Sweating, because every single song's a different thing, you know. And I've been blessed to be able to do lights for like Soulfly, Ronnie Montrose, rest in peace, Pat Travers. In this moment, I'm currently the lighting guy for Forbidden. And those are my brothers. Love you guys. Have fun in Chile. They're actually on tour right now in Chile, and they're going to go to Sao Paulo, Brazil for some metal festivals.
Ooh, ballin'.
And
South Pole.
so, yeah. And then probably one of my best shows ever was for a band out of Europe called Destruction. And I got a call. Their lighting guy had bounced on them in L.A., and so it was like an emergency.
Bounced on him.
They stopped in L.A. He jumped out of the van and went to his girlfriend's house and never got back on the van.
Did you kill him?
So they come to the club that I was working at, the Avalon in Santa Clara, which is no longer there. And I talked to the band. I'm like, okay, what do you need? What do you want me to do? I spent like 2 hours reprogramming the whole board, did the whole show. After the show, the lead singer is like 6'9", huge German, right? And he was like, "Bro, I'm so glad you know my music. You did great." And I'm like, "Actually, brother, I've never heard any of your shit ever before in my life." He's like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? He's like, "Well, I have a spot on the bus for you. Finish the tour with me." And I'm like, "Well, I can't. I have suicidal tendencies tomorrow." But you know, it's just, I love it. It's fun. I've got to meet a lot of my childhood heroes and bands that I grew up listening to that I never thought I would ever, you know, Testament, Exodus, you know, Pat Travers, Ronnie Montrose, and just all these iconic musicians, you know, Michael Schenker, stuff like that. And it's like, now sitting here I am just like talking to them like normal people, you know, and
Oh, they're just normal people.
yeah, I know,
mean,
you know, and like, you know, I mean, to be honest, like I think there's only two bands that I would ever probably like fanboy the fuck out for. That would be if I got to meet Slayer.
Oh, yeah.
I'd probably die. And Pat Benatar.
Oh, yeah. Fuck,
I
man.
love Pat Benatar. And my buddy Jimmy Arsenault, hello, young man, has been promising me to be able to meet Pat, but I think I might faint.
Shit.
I would probably fall down and faint if I ever got to meet Pat Benatar. I fucking love Pat Benatar.
Shit.
You know
Show
what
her
I
the
mean?
car.
So,
Spin it, do it for her.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
Fall right
so,
in your
I mean, you know, yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
You know, it's treated me well. You know, and yeah, but I don't take no shit, and I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's.
I've put people in their place before that are rock stars, but it's like, you know what? You can be an asshole and you can play in the fucking dark.
No, I mean, people don't realize like it takes so much more than just the people on stage to put on a show.
You know, there's the sound, there's the lights, there's all the roadies, the guitar techs, the drum techs. Like, there's a huge machine behind the artist that makes it work.
Yeah.
So that way, when you, as a fan, come to see the show, you're fucking blown away. And like, what are the two things that you talk about after you leave a concert? How good it sounded and how good it looked. The lighting and the sound are the two main things that you talk about as you leave a concert. So without the sound guy and the lighting guy, you don't have anything to fucking talk about.
That's right, motherfuckers. You heard it here.
You know what I mean? Just saying.
I think I'm right in between a lighting guy and a sound guy here.
That's right, dude.
I'm just saying, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you can listen to that shit on the fucking CD at home, and you have the same experience if you go to the show. You know what I mean? And motherfucker hits a fucking backtrack, and I turn all the lights off. And it's like you're sitting in your room listening to some headphones or something. You know what I mean? So it's a well-oiled machine to make shows look good, sound good, and run efficiently. And yeah, I love my life. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it doesn't pay the bills yet.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm an electrician. But you know, I love it. It's my passion.
Yeah.
So.
No, man, that's sick. I mean, a lot of people don't even get to do it. You know, I mean, they just think about doing their passion and think about one day I'll do this, one day I want to do that, one day, but one day never comes.
Yeah, one day. If anything you put off for tomorrow never comes, baby.
Yeah, not
Tomorrow.
one day. You got to do it 2 day.
Not Sunday, but someday.
Yeah.
You know? But like seriously, no, tomorrow never fucking comes. If you got something that you want to do that you're passionate about, fucking do it, man. Like you might not wake up tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, and or if you fucking live to be 100 years old, you're going to be on your deathbed regretting everything that you did not do. Just fucking do it.
Yeah. Well,
It's scary and sometimes it's hard, but just fucking pull up your big girl panties and fucking handle business.
no doubt, man. I mean, I won't ever. My deathbed will, of course, be a rented Corvette that I drive off a cliff when I have minutes to live. But you know, I will, of course, be thinking about that then.
Right? Pretty sure I want my deathbed. It's not legal in California, so they might have to take my body to Colorado, but I want to do a funeral pyre.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we did that with one of the chickens that died.
You know what I mean? Some like straight Conan shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For those of you that have seen the original Conans with Arnold Schwarzenegger, he gets burned on a funeral pyre. It's pretty awesome.
Well, also in Star Wars, isn't that how they burned all the Jawas?
I'm not sure.
I think so, and maybe
I don't know. Is that original trilogy or?
and maybe in Return of the Jedi, that's when they burned Darth Vader at the end. I think. I don't know, but all right, man. Yeah. Well, it's been real, Trevor.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hey,
fucking love it.
First time won't be the last.
No, it won't.
All right, man.
Awesome.
See you guys.
All right, everybody have a good night.